guys, welcome to Red's Projects. Today is going to be great because today is the day that this shipbox should move under its own power. So I'm spent a few days doing wiring bits and pieces, and it's come to the point that I should be able to fire it up today, find out if everything's okay in the auto, and potentially take it for a drive maybe, or at the very least be able to drive it on and off the hoist and stuff like that. So I'll bring you up to speed quickly. Last episode I put the auto in, put tail shaft in, put the exhaust, all that stuff underneath, the trans cooler and trans lines. Can't remember if I put the bumper on or not. That's like half on, it's bolted and zip tied over here. I've got to fix that before I drive it. But I've put all the wiring in, so all the engine loom and stuff, it's all in there, half neat and tidy. Batteries on charge was always a good sign. Most of the stuff I've done is in here. So shifter cable, that's on now, so it actually selects gears, that's adjusted or ready to go. All the wiring in here is pretty much, like say, 70% done. I haven't done any of the nitrous wiring because I'm waiting for a little NOS progressive little controller thing. I want to get that before I wire any of the nitrous. But all this, like, let's hit the key. Look at that. And check out the speedo. Got the indicator, little lights, the high beam. Yeah, so that's awesome. As well as that, all these are mostly hooked up. So ignition, fuel pump, which already goes to the original relay. And these guys, these will be for the nitrous, but like I said, I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing with that yet. And trans brake button, that's ready to go as well. And if you have a look under here, don't know how well you'll be able to see it, but I've mounted a big piece of stainless in here to bolt the MSD to, and all the relays and fuses and all that stuff in that one section. So I still have to do a couple things. I've got a big power wire that goes from all those relays to the battery. So the relays are clicking, but they've got nothing flowing through them. So I need to run that big power wire to that. And just a few little bits and pieces that are a bit boring. I've got to run a line from the manifold to the booster. And so I'll do all that boring stuff off camera. And the next time you see me, it should be ready to fire this thing up. All right, I'm back. Did a few bits of wiring, like I said. This guy, you know, the crappy stereo wire, that goes to all the relays to power them all. And the fans, I've wired up the fans. So, throw the ignition on. They will work. I guess, hang on, I've put fuel in it. Let me make sure it's got good fuel pressure. Yep, beautiful, just under 6 PSI. Alright, I guess I'll fire this thing up, eh? Alright, can you believe that was 4 cylinders? It was running that good on 4 cylinders. I thought, yep, definitely it's got a miss. I was checking all the headers. That side was warm, this side was cold. I have a look, there's no leads on this side. I'm an idiot. first. It wants to move backwards. First. Wants to move forwards. Second. Wants to move forwards. Don't know if you can hear that, but it's making a bit of a whining sound. So I don't know. I'll kill it for a bit, check over some stuff, and maybe take it for a drive. All right, wasn't that awesome? So for some reason, it's whining a little bit in neutral and park. I'm not 100% sure. Everything else seems fine. It seems to, when you're in gear, it seems to want to lurch forward or back. We're staying pretty cool. I got to 80 degrees. I flipped one of the fans on at the front and it just stayed there, so that's a good sign. Yeah, nothing leaking, everything's good, so I'm gonna take it for a quick drive. Admittedly, I can't go that far because I haven't got the alternator hooked up, so I've got the battery on charge now. I'm just gonna go for a little, like 5-minute drive, if that, just to yeah, make sure it goes first and high and everything, and make sure there's nothing else crazy, and yeah, just try and make some noise, I guess. Oh, this thing is awesome. Oh, jeez. It is running beautiful. Look, I've done 10 Ks according to this GPS jigger. Still got some oil pressure. Bloody awesome. Bloody awesome indeed. Alright, so I just plugged the laptop in just because I wanted to see if the two-step works. So before I had it set at 4,000 and it doesn't quite get there on the converter. So I just dropped it to 3. So if you watch the line, when I hit the button, it goes to 3. So let's just give it a go. Well, it definitely works. All right, that's about it for this episode. Thank you very much for coming with me on my first drive in this thing. I am so happy and relieved that this thing drives and moves, and it's not perfect. There's still heaps of things to do. That whiny, rumbly kind of sound when it's in park and neutral kind of worries me a little bit as well, but oh well, it'll either get worse or better. Yeah, it doesn't go too bad. It is a dead stock LS1 with a power glide and a really loose converter, so I'm not really sure what to expect, but it does seem to go alright. It would help changing the diff gears. It's got 3.4 something, 3.46s or 3.45s in the back. I've got some 3.9s in it. I just want to drive it on the freeway first and see what RPM it's like, and I'll most likely put those gears in because yeah, that first gear is real long. it just keeps going and going and going. So and shorten that up a little bit, it should be a bit quicker. But other than that, very happy. I've got a few more things to do. I've got to hook up the alternator. It's tucked away under here somewhere. These wires here. So obviously the original alternator was over this side. This one's over this side. Hoping, I don't think it will, but I'm hoping this plug goes in. I don't think it will, but if I can get it charging, then I just got to put, you know, a couple hundred zip ties on it, secure everything, make sure everything's sweet, check all fluids, make sure nothing's leaking, and hopefully Monday I can drive this to work. That would be really, really awesome. And then once I get a bit of faith in it, I'll throw it on a dyno, I'll put O2 sensors in the exhaust, play with the carby a bit, get it spot on, play with the timing, make it a bit happier, and yeah, once you get a bit more confidence, I'll thrash it a bit more. I did do a little bit of a trans brake launch out there. I don't know if I got it on camera or not, but it's pretty fun. So this car is just going to be all fun. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.